Good morning, students. Today we will be starting chapter 11, that is understanding fraction. Now first of all we must know what is fraction. Okay, fraction is fraction represent part of a whole number. Okay, fraction always represent part of a number. Suppose in this picture here you can see it is divided into how many parts? 4 parts. If I say how many part is shaded, suppose here is first part, second part, third part and fourth part. If I ask how many parts are shaded in this figure, what will be your answer? 2 part. Out of how many parts? Out of 4 parts. This is what fraction is. Okay. This whole part, how it is divided into 4 parts. Okay. And the shaded part is 2. Okay. So this 2 is called numerator and 4 is called denominator. There are mainly 2 parts in fraction, numerator and denominator. The upper part is called numerator and the down part is called denominator. Okay. So if I ask what is the numerator of this number, it is 2 and denominator is 4. Understood? Next we will see types of fraction. Okay, now we will see types of fraction. The first type of fraction is like fraction. Now what is like fraction? A fraction in which the denominators are same. Suppose 1 by 8, 4 by 8, 6 by 8. What can you see here? All the denominators, see, it is same. So this type of fraction is called like fraction. Now unlike fraction, if the denominator will be different, it is unlike fraction. Like 2 by 7, 3 by 9, 4 by 6. This type of fraction is unlike fraction. Understood? Now third part is unit fraction. A fraction in which the numerators will be 1. A fraction where the numerators are 1. It is called unit fraction. Okay? Unit means 1. Proper fraction. Now what is proper fraction? A fraction whose numerator is always smaller than the denominator. A fraction whose numerator is always smaller than the denominator. 3 by 7, 5 by 6, 7 by 9. What can you see here? All the numerators are smaller than the denominator. You see, numerator is smaller than the denominator. Numerator is smaller than the denominator. Okay. Same in improper fraction. The denominator is smaller than the numerator. 9 by 6, 4 by 1, 3 by 2. Okay. In improper fraction, the numerator is greater or the denominator is smaller. Okay. Now the sixth one is mixed fraction. In mixed fraction, there is a combination of a whole part and a fraction part. Like 3, 1 by 7. 3 is a whole part, whole number, and 1 by 7 is a fractional number. So it is mixed. It is a mixture of whole number and a fractional number. 9, 6 by 3. Okay. Whole number and a fraction number. It is mixed. That is why it is called mixed fraction. Now the last one is equivalent fraction. equivalent fraction. In equivalent fraction, suppose if I write 1 by 2, okay. Now we have to find a fraction which is equivalent or equal to it, okay. It will not be equal to, means its value will be equal to it. Suppose 1 by 2. If we double 1 by 2, what will come? 1 double will be 2 and 2 double will be 4. So these two are equivalent. If we multiply it by 3 times, so 1 into 3 is 3 and 2 into 3 is 6. See, all these are equivalent fractions. Okay. 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, these all are equivalent fractions. Okay. So these are all the 7 types of fraction. Now we will move towards the exercise part. Okay. Okay students, now we'll start exercise 11.1. In this exercise, I will solve 1 or 2 questions. By seeing that, you have to do rest of the questions. Okay. Now the first question, if I start, what is given? Suppose in question number 1, bit number B I am solving. Okay. A figure is given and it is divided into see the figure. In this figure, it is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is divided into 8 parts. And question has asked, in the question it is asked to find the shaded part. So shaded part is, this part is given, this part is given and this part is given. So how many parts are shaded? 1, 2, 3. 3 parts are shaded. So the answer will be 3 by 8. It is very easy. Okay. The shaded part will be in the numerator and the total part will be in the denominator. Okay. This A and C number like this you can solve. Now moving forward, we will do question number 2. See, in question number 2, first number bit 2 by 5 is equal to 15. Here it is given 15 and this place is blank. Okay, in this type of question, it is similar to equivalent fraction. See, in the denominator, you have to compare. Here it is 5, here it is 15. How it has become 15? How many times it has been multiplied? This 5 has been multiplied. This 5 has been multiplied 3 times. Okay? See, 5 3 is 15. So similarly, we have to do the same 3 times in the numerator also. 5 3 is 15, 2 3 is 6. This part you don't have to show. Okay? You just have to multiply by your own. Okay? So answer will be 6 by 15. These both parts are equal. In B number bit 3 by 4, in this numerator is given and denominator is not given. So what is given we will see. 3 is how much times 18? 6 times. Remember in your heart. Okay? 6 times. So denominator also we will do into 6. 4 6 24. Understood? It is very simple. Which is given we have to see or we have to multiply with the number, and the same number we have to do with the part which is not given. Clear? Next, question number 3. Write 2 equivalent fractions of the following. Suppose if bit number B I will be solving 2 by 5. Now two equivalent fractions we have to find. If I say two equivalent fraction, you just have to multiply the same number in the numerator and in the denominator. Answer will come 2 to the 4 and denominator 10. This is first equivalent fraction. Second equivalent fraction. 2 3s are 6 and 5 3s are 15. Okay, this is the second equivalent fraction of 2 by 5. So you have to just multiply the number with 2 and 3. If it is asked 3 equivalent fraction, so one more into 4 you have to do. Okay. So if we write equivalent fraction of 2 and 5, that will be 4 by 10 and 6 by 15. This is your answer. Similarly, you have to do the other questions also. Okay, you have to multiply with 2 and 3. Moving forward, question number 4. Question number 4, it is given, find the equivalent fraction of the following having denominator 64. In denominator it should be 64. It is not there, but we have to bring in denominator 64. First question, if I solve 1 by 4, okay, and in the denominator we have to bring how much? 64. How can we bring 64 in the denominator? By multiplying with the number. Okay, so we will multiply with what number? We will just divide and check. So answer is coming 16. So similarly, the same number you have to multiply in the numerator part also. 16 4 16 is 64. So this will be your answer, because in the denominator we have to bring 64. Next question, question B, 3 by 8. You will multiply 3 by 8 to bring in the denominator 64. With what we will multiply 8? 8 is a 64. So the same number you have to multiply in the numerator also. Answer will come 24 by 64. Okay. This is question number 4. In question number 5, we have to see the numerator. As we are seeing the denominator, in question number 5, we have to see the numerator part. In numerator we have to bring 24. So with what we have to multiply the numerator, because numerator we have to bring 24. So with what we have to multiply 4 into 6. This is your answer. Okay. See, we have multiplied number 4 with 6 to bring 24. So the similar number we are multiplying with the denominator. So this is your answer. Like this, all the questions you have to do. Now moving forward, in question number 6. We have to say that if the number are equivalent or not. First number 6 6 by 7 and 12 by 14. Are these two numbers equivalent? Can you see a relation between them? See, 6 into 2 is 12. The similar number if we multiply 7 to the 14. So it is, you can say it is equivalent. Suppose it would have been 16, written 16. So this number, will it be equivalent? No, because 7 to the 14 will come, but here 16 is given. So it will not be equivalent. If the in the denominator 16 would have been given, but here it is given 12 by 14, so it will be a equivalent number. Okay. Similarly, in C number bit of question number 6, it is given 12 by 25 and 50 by 100. We cannot multiply, see, by in 12 table 50 doesn't come, so we cannot check with that number, but here we can check 25 into 4 is 100. Okay, 25 4 is 100. So similar number if you multiply 12 4 is 48 we are getting, but here it is 50, so it is not equivalent. Understood? Question number 7, we have to reduce it to their lowest term. The question is given 18 by 24. Okay, if it a small number you can take out easily, but if the question will be like 195 by 390, so you will face some problem. So you just have to take out the factors. By 2 into 3 into 3 by 20 and now 24 factor if you take out. Okay, it is coming like this. Now we have to cut the same part which is in the denominator and in the numerator and denominator. Here 2 is there, so we are cutting 1 2 and 1 2. Where you can find similar, you just cut it down. So what is left here? 3, and in denominator 2 into 2, that is 4. So this will be your answer. Okay. Now one more part I will do, the last part. In this number also we will do the same process. Five threes are 15, 5 nines are 45. And the 13. So factors we will write here 5 into 3 into 13, and 390 factors we will writing 3 into 5 into 2 into 13. Okay, this part you will do in rough. See, similar part we are cutting. 1 5 1 5 is gone. 1 3 1 3 is gone. 13 and 13 is gone. So here what is left? Nothing, means 1 is left. And here 1 2. So the answer will be 1 by 2. Understood? This is called when we are cutting it down, this is called the lowest term. Okay. Now I hope you all have understood all the bits. So you have to do in your copy. Okay. If you have any problem, you can ask me. Thank you.